Hello, I'm Ralph and this is my garden, and it's the beginning of April, and I'm right here by a saltwater marsh. So as you can see, the tide just is very high today, unusually high, and it's coming into my garden. You can see it just coming right in. So I'm going to be trying now to expand my garden backward because these days you might have to abandon that and move back. But where I'm moving to is right here where I'm standing, and when I uncover the sod here, you find that you have mostly rocks. Just impossible to grow something in this kind of environment. So I've taken off the sod, and I'm going to excavate some of this. I'm going to take some of these rocks out. I'm going to put them in my wheelbarrow here and probably use them on my rock wall. It's going to end up being pretty big over there at the edge of the yard. So this is a little bit of a hard struggle for a while. There's a lot of rocks and stones in here, and it really takes some effort to get them all out. Big ones and little ones, and not much else. So I'm going to take some of this, and I'm going to put it back behind me on a screen. Back here. Some of this that's mostly sand and clay, because I'm going to be using it later. So here's one that I've excavated already, and I've taken out about the first 6 or 8 inches of rocks and clay and sand, whatever. And now I could actually just fill this with some good soil and plant some seeds, and it'll probably grow just fine. You can see behind here, I have some pollers coming up here. It's probably too early to be planting some things that like cool weather, like collards, peas, arugula, radishes, lettuces, all that kind of thing. So we could do that here without making it into a hotbed. So this next excavation I'm using for a hotbed. So a hotbed is an old tradition using usually horse manure in an excavation that's 1 or 2 feet below ground. So you put the horse manure in at the bottom. It heats up to well over 100 degrees. It's decomposing. Soil is put on the top, and then a cover over that. So when you plant the seeds or the seedlings, it's very warm, well warm enough to grow vegetables in pretty cold weather. So my system is a little different. I'm just using regular compost material like leaves and seaweed and household scraps from the table, and putting that at the bottom foot or so, and then I'm going to put soil on top. So what I'm doing with the soil, I'm using some of that screened material out of the bed that I was digging at the beginning, and I'm mixing that in with compost that's already been done, and it's primarily vegetable material, organic material, and I'm going to mix that in with the clay and sand that I strained out, so that we have a mix of organic material and clay and sand, which is what good loamy soil should be made of. Now mine is going to heat up to about 70 degrees, somewhere around there. Plenty warm enough to grow things when it's really pretty cool. So even in the middle of February here in New England. So these are hot beds that I did using this method about 6 or 7 weeks ago, the middle of February. So this one has arugula and radishes. I've already been picking the arugula for our salads. The other one beside it was done about 4 weeks ago, and it has again some radishes, some beets, and some lettuce. And that'll be ready in a few weeks to be eating here in New England. So gives us a head jump over the usual method, and this method heats the soil up to about 55 to 60 degrees. Not as hot as horse manure, but warm enough to give these vegetables a real head start.